How about now? Is everybody able to hear me now? Hear the game, but not me. Oh my goodness, what is going on? Let's see. Yes, now. Awesome. Sorry about that, guys. I readjusted some of my settings and my setup for live streaming that is different than last time, and thought everything copied over correctly, but apparently it's set as a default, and my default is the mic through my tower and not through my headset. So I apologize for that. But oh my goodness, guys, welcome. We'll start this all over. Welcome to the live stream. I really appreciate you guys being here. We'll say hello again. So we have Caroline who's on. Bodique, I hope that I'm saying that right for your screen name, but hello, hello. Sherry, who you said you wanted to be called Daisy. I'll try to remember to do that. But thank you so much for being here. Matilda, I'm so excited that you were able to make it. Oh my goodness. I knew that you were tired from traveling, so thank you, thank you. But oh my goodness, guys, thank you so much for joining the live stream. It's been a hot minute. I know the last several months have been kind of crazy just because of the fact that I've been experiencing super fun pregnancy symptoms, guys. So finally got to a point to feeling better, feeling good, and wanted to come back and celebrate this community and be a part of this community again. Keaton, hello. Thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate you being here. Daisy, you had puppies born this morning? Oh my goodness, congrats. What kind of puppies? That's so exciting. But I'm good, guys. I'm doing really, really well now. Super excited to be back for the time period. So yeah, but like I said, we're going to be doing a live stream today, focusing mostly on the entrance to my island. So I've kind of given some hints here and there about like what my theme is, but I've been keeping part of it secret because I've not wanted to disclose this. I've been super excited. Oh, beagle puppies, cute. Those are so cute. I love beagles. Very, very boisterous dogs, for sure, definitely. But so if you guys can't tell, this is going to be my winter island. I'm super excited to be doing this island, and it's going to be kind of like a pastel type island. So very soft pinks, very soft browns, kind of a town core / city, so kind of like a rural city type vibe. And then on top of that, this is the part that I've been keeping secret because I've been collecting things for it and I've been trying to prepare for it. But the main theme of this island is actually going to be sweet core. So what does sweet core mean? It means that a lot of the builds are going to be food based. They're going to be focused around sweets in particular. I have ideas for, pastry, bakeries, a cookie company, things like that, builds that will encompass sweets. And the islands that, or the villagers that are going to be on this island are very focused on that sweet theme as well. So I'm excited, guys. I am super, super stoked about it. So, but anyway, no, Daisy, we're super excited that you had beagle puppies this morning. So that's fantastic. I hope the mama and babies are doing really, really well. Yes, Matilda, I'm excited for entrance build. This is going to be a challenge for me because usually I'm more into like the nature core and things like that, and cities and towns are very much a challenge for me. If you're looking for really great inspiration for towns and cities and things like that, definitely check out Matilda's channel on Instagram, but also Horrible Gaming here on YouTube has some really good builds for city core, and then also Periwinkle is really good. And then of course a lot of you guys came over from Melissaverse. She does some really, really crazy, amazing builds. I've been watching her videos too for some inspiration. So definitely some shout outs that I want to give to to those people as well. So they've been putting a lot of inspiration for me, or I've been pulling a lot of inspiration from them. So anyway, this, like I said, is my island. Sorry guys, I'm out of breath. It's a pregnancy symptom. So it's because the blood's pumping. It's pumping. It's moving. So anyway, so this is my island. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the map so far. I've pretty much flattened it right now just because of the fact that I want the opportunity to kind of work from a blank canvas a little bit. And with this as well, I'm planning on having kind of like the back portion of it elevated onto like a second level. I'm looking at having some perspective builds. Again, something that's going to be a challenge for me because perspective building is not something that comes easy for me. But some people that have some really good perspective builds, Matilda does, and so I've seen Colin.Crossing also have some really great perspective builds. But yeah, I really want to challenge myself with this island and really focus on being kind of like a town core, rural town, rural city type vibe. So this is going to be a complete town core type setup here, very structured. If there's going to be any nature or anything like that, it's going to be very planned, very structured. And then there'll be some areas that are going to be a little bit more nature, but it's going to be very, very small. So anyway, this is what I've got. Let me go show you guys where we're going to be working. I did kind of start a little bit on the entrance, partly because of the fact that my biggest thing with this build is I wanted to incorporate a train. And with this train, I wanted to have the tracks kind of go all the way around. I don't know if you guys have caught in previous streams or if you've caught in previous communications that I put out. I've always wanted to do a train track around the island or incorporate a train station within the island itself. And sadly, never was able to do that until now. And so now I was working on this, and I started this because I didn't know if I wanted the train tracks to be in front of residential services or behind, because the area that we are working in is pretty small. It's more wide than it is long, and so I wasn't sure if I wanted the train tracks to be in front or behind. But based upon how I want it to go into other places of the island, it made more sense to have it in front. I did try putting it behind, but resident services is so tall that if I wanted to have the train tracks behind, I would have to put them at starting like right back here. And I didn't want to block that view at all, and decided I would use this for something different. And I was thinking maybe some apartments or something along those lines. But that's kind of the start of what I've got so far. So aw, aren't you the sweetest for shouting out? Yeah. Well, of course, Matilda, you are definitely amazing at what you build, so of course I'm going to shout you out. I give credit where credit's due, guys. Come on. A lot of the ideas that I get because I'm watching what other people in the community are building. I'm seeing what's going on in the community, and I pull a lot of inspiration from you guys. So of course I'm going to shout you out because you guys are fantastic and you guys are amazing. So Cookie is my fave. I love her. Yes, Cookie is such a sweet villager. I love her so much. She's going to be one of the ones that will be staying permanently on my island, and I do have some fun plans for her. The ones that are not going to be staying, let me show you guys real quick. So Tangy is going to be leaving, Dell's going to be leaving, Hamlet, Pashmina, Savannah, Shino are all the ones that are going to be leaving. Maple, Coco, Chai, and Cookie are going to be staying. I already had their amiibos, so I was able to get them in pretty quickly. The other villagers that I'm going to have added on here, I'm going to keep them a secret, because I want to see if you guys can kind of guess the theme or their builds that I'm going to do for them. But just keep in mind, every single villager is going to own some type of business or shop on this island, so just to kind of think about. But I gotta get a quick drink, guys. Yeah, I'm prepared for this stream with a huge Stanley drink cup, so just making sure I stay hydrated. Yes, it is very empty right now. I like to keep things, when I start off a build or I start off an island, I like to make things as flat as possible, as open as possible, because of the fact that I don't want anything kind of obstructing. The only reason why I kept the second level in the upper, give me a second, upper right. I had to think about left and right there for a second. The only reason why I keep those up there is because of the fact that I knew that was going to be a second level anyway. So I kept that there just for that purpose alone. So let's see. New to my channel, what are the rules and what would you like me to call you during my channel name or actual name? What are my pronouns? Okay, so that's actually a really good question, Holly. For those of you that are new, my channel is Creative Katesy, but you can call me Katesy. She, her are my pronouns, so I really appreciate that you taking that time to ask me those questions. I like to be very open with my with everybody, and I pretty much don't really have a lot of preference. My biggest rules are just being kind. A lot of what you see with Horrible Gaming and Melissaverse, I would say would be about the same rules. You know, be kind to everybody. This is an environment where I want to inspire you, that I want you guys to feel comfortable being yourselves, but also being kind to other people, because, you know, in my opinion, no idea is a bad idea. It's just based upon preferences and stuff like that. And so I want this to be a very open community and a very positive place for you guys as well. So I appreciate you asking. Oh, let's see. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Scanned in Cookie and Diana the other day on my Elegant Core Island. So excited to have them both. Oh my goodness. I haven't had Diana in forever. She's a cutie as well. She and I kind of had a rough start in the beginning. So one of my first islands, she was on my island, and she and I kind of butted heads in the beginning, and it was really, really interesting. It's kind of funny. But now that I've had her and I've gotten to know her, she is such a doll. I love her. So excited that you have both her and Cookie on your island. Are you gonna open up the gates? And I'm gonna open up the gates and then we have them. Are you asking if I'm gonna invite people to my island? Typically I don't during a live stream or anything like that. Maybe if people want to bring me anything that they think would be helpful for my island, but for the most part I usually do these builds or I do these live streams and I'm just kind of building my island. So that's mostly what I focus on with these live streams. Let's see. Oh, that jumped up really fast. The animals that are leaving. So I mentioned Tangy, Dell, Shino, Hamlet, and Pashmina and Savannah. Those are the ones that are leaving because they're not fitting with the sweet core theme that I'm going for. Let's see. I'm good. How are you? I'm doing good. Hello, Melissa. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited you guys are here. So just a quick shout out to Melissa. She is a wonderful content creator and a live streamer. She is fantastic. She's just so supportive of her community and does have the most amazing live stream events and stuff like that. I'm super excited for your live stream this afternoon, and I can't wait to, I'm hoping that I can jump on it real quick. I won't be able to be on long, unfortunately, but that's my goal. So anyway, I'm so excited that you are here, but guys, if you haven't checked out Melissaverse, definitely do it. She's got some really great content. Holly, I'm in a lot of pain today, so struggling, but almost finished my Autumn Core Island. So proud of myself. Might be setting the proper DA tonight. Ooh, I will be doing a video of your own island. Ooh, that's exciting. I would love to see it. Definitely tag me if you do a video tour of your island. I would love to see it. And guys, if you want me to do island tours, they're open. So go to one of my island tour videos, and you can find the link to my forum there. And I love checking out your guys' islands, so definitely request a tour for me. Hello guys, for those of you who are new here and in the right place, Katie is the sweetest bean and her channel is filled with cozy gaming, lots of fun, and just warm community feelings all over. Oh, thank you, Matilda. You are super sweet. Super, super sweet. What theme am I doing? Okay, so sweet core. So it's going to be set in winter with some pastel-y colors. Sweet core is basically a food core type island, and we're going to be focusing in on that, but it's also going to be kind of like a rural town. So to answer that question, I'm going to go ahead and pick these up. I just had these kind of willy-nilly sitting here. Okay, I do have a question for everybody. Do you guys have a certain preference in which your tools are laid out? Because like for me, when I do my tools, I always have to have the vaulting pole first, ladder, goldenrod, axe, shovel, golden net, and then the slingshot. Does anybody else have a particular way that their tools are lined up within not only that, but the circle itself? Or am I just that weird? So... Let's see. Should I take Miranda or leave her? She is in my campsite. Her color doesn't match my autumn colors, but when I saw her, she's... That's a good one. I've never personally had Miranda on my island, so... Ooh, that's a good call. Community, what do you guys think? What do you think? Should Holly keep Miranda, or should she pass her up? That's a good question. Definitely be submitting your Elegant Core Island when it's finished. I would love that. I would absolutely love that. I always love seeing what you guys do. Even if we all do the same theme, what we do on our islands are so different, so unique. And for those of you that are new to my channel, I always like to say this. Your island is your own canvas, and you are free and flexible to paint it however you want, take it whatever direction you want. And we can all have the same theme, but all do it very differently. And that's what I love about Animal Crossing. That's what I love about this community, is that you can take that same theme and just run with it in so many different directions. And it's so fun. I have the perfect tool layout. Yes. I try super hard, super hard. Might cook up an island for your tour. Ooh. I look forward to it. Guys, if you... Okay. Continue to shout out, because there are a lot of great people in the chat today, and there's a lot of great community here today. Again, Matilda does amazing islands. What was Matilda? You have to put in the chat here. But what was the Greek island you did? I can't think of the name. I'm blanking on it. But she did this incredible Greek island, and you visit it, and it's mostly waterscaping, and it's like you're jumping from island to island, and it's very much a Greek theme, and I loved it. That's probably one of my favorite islands that Matilda has ever done on her channel, or for her builds and stuff like that. But I love visiting your islands, Matilda, so I can't wait for the next one that you do. So, oh, haven't given the tool much thought, actually. I don't know why. Like, it's just one of those things that I do, and I've tried different setups, different layouts, and I don't know. That's the only one that seems to work for me. So just to kind of show you some of the codes and custom designs I do have this crazy road one. I tried to find one that was kind of more softer colors and vibes and things like that, but didn't really... I'm really picky with my codes. I like the realistic vibe. I like the realistic feel to a lot of them. And then I also try to make sure that a lot of it fits too. So this is going to be my road code. A lot of pieces to it. If you're looking for really great road tutorials, Horrible Gaming, Nora has a how-to guide on how she does her roads, and she's really great at the city core and things like that. So definitely check out her video on how to build roads. But I figured these would be kind of essential. We'll see as we kind of get along as we go along if I'm going to actually need all of these codes or not. I'm hoping not, but I got them all just in case. So, like I said, I'm very picky with my codes. I like everything to match. Like, let me show you guys this real quick. This right here. So, using two different codes that don't necessarily work well together. For me, it does drive me nuts that if these tracks don't line up. That's me. That's on me. So I'm really, really picky, just to let you know. And if you're the same way, you aren't alone. Don't worry. So, well, let's see. Am I in Melissa's Discord? I am, actually. I'm horrible about being active in Discord, partly because Discord and I don't necessarily get along. I'm trying to build my own channel at some point. That's my goal after I finalize the look and the feel of my channel. So like, I want to create kind of a mascot for my channel. I want to create colors and themes and things like that. So once I get that figured out, then my next step would be to create a Discord and be more active in that. Discord is very confusing to me sometimes because I have read everybody's rules and regulations and I follow them, but then for some reason it comes back and is like, oh, you didn't read the rules. And I was like, yeah, I did. I totally did. And I thought I was following them in terms of like how to get access to certain things kind of thing. Like obviously I'm following the rules as far as like being nice, being kind, things like that. But yeah. Discord, I just need to sit down and just read Discord or do something like that. So anyway, we are working on the entrance today. Just gonna do something kind of simple so that way when you enter in from the airport here, it's not overwhelming, but it just kind of gives you this soft, cozy vibe. Because that's really what I enjoy doing, is like the cozy vibe of everything. Sorry you're in pain, but I'm glad you're using these streams and videos to help distract you. Who's in pain? Who did I miss? Oh, Holly, I'm sorry to hear that you're not feeling the greatest. I hope you feel better. Hope you find some solution to what's going on. So, oh yes. I'm gonna butcher this. I'm horrible about pronouncing names. I'm very literal when it comes to pronouncing names and words and stuff like Kilimara. Is that right, Matilda? Sorry. But yeah, I'm horrible when it comes to pronouncing because I'm very literal when it comes to pronouncing names and words and things like that. So I apologize if I mispronounce anything or I say something wrong. It's not on purpose and it's in no way, shape, or form me trying to be offensive. It's just I see the word or I see the letters and I want to pronounce them as I was taught to pronounce them. So let's see. Thanks, Holly. Hope you both start feeling better soon. Yes, definitely. I hope you guys feel better. Let's see. Sounds beautiful. Oh, thank you. Is that by Colin.Crossing, Katie? I will try to find the code list and try to post it to the stream later for all these codes that I've got. I've got them saved and I pulled them quite a while ago, so I'll try to have the creator codes for these and post them on the stream for you guys. I want to say it might have been Colin, but I'm not 100% sure because when I do code hunting, it's really entertaining. I will get so focused on it and I will go down a rabbit hole. Whoop. And what I start with is not always what I end with. So but yeah, this is like I said, going to be the Plaza and what people see when you come off the plane. So just something cozy, fun, easy to work with kind of thing. Go. Yeah, guys. Let's be kind here. Come on. Everybody goes through their own stuff, so let's keep being kind and respectful to each other. That's my biggest ask. Everyone goes through their own battles. I mean, I go through, because I'm pregnant now, I go through pain every single day. Obviously, it's not going to be the same type of pain that people experience with like chronic pain or anything like that, but it's never fun. So definitely promote being respectful, being kind. Oh, hello, Flick. Yeah, you guys can tell this is the first time I've talked to Flick. Love the town code. Catesy is such a soft brownish tone. I know, like it took me a while to find this one actually. I thought oh come on. I struggled with finding this code for a really, really long time, but I'm so glad that I did because I love this so much. Okay, so actually, big brain at work here. I'm going to turn this into a little access way to the road. So we'll do that. So I do want to have like a road that kind of loops through the entire island as well, but I don't want it to all necessarily be connected, but have kind of like a easy flow for the road as well. Let's see. Love the color code I'm using. Oh, thank you. It took me a while to find a lot of these codes. As I said, I go through a rabbit hole. Matilda can speak to this because she's usually my helper when it comes to code hunting. And it was really interesting to go down this rabbit hole because I knew what I was looking for, and when you're trying to be that specific in terms of codes, in terms of colors and things like that, it can be a challenge to find everything out there. And I've contemplated making my own codes. The only problem is pixel art and I are not friends. So that's my biggest challenge, is finding things that will work with what I'm envisioning. And sometimes I find them, sometimes I don't always, and so I always try to find things that will not only look good, but will match really well as well. And I'm also a person that always tries to make sure that there is plenty of room for walkways and things like that, which is something that I'm trying to push myself to not do. Because like I always like to have access to everything. I like people to be able to really fully explore everything. Well, if you do that, you're never going to have enough room on your island. So one of the biggest pushes with this is to create builds where it's more about the look than it is about the access. So we'll see how this all goes. As long as it's got two lanes, that's my biggest thing. So congrats on my oh, thank you so much, Holly. I really appreciate it. Husband and I are very, very excited about it. This is our first one, so there's a lot of emotions that come with it as well. So if you guys have kids, I'm sure you guys can relate as well. When you had your first one, you went through all those emotions of excitement, but then at the same time, it's like overwhelming too. As I was talking to my sister-in-law, I was like, you know, I thought wedding planning and registering everything for wedding was stressful, but The nice thing about wedding planning, and this is something like if you guys are going through this or if you're getting to that point in your lives, the nice thing about wedding planning is that you can look around your house and determine what do you need to upgrade, what do you want, and those are really easy questions to ask. So like if you're like, oh, I've always wanted an air fryer, well, a wedding is a great opportunity for that. Or let's say you're like, oh, I need a new set of pots and pans. A wedding is a great way to upgrade that. Well, when you're pregnant and you're expecting your first child, you look around and it's like, I got nothing. I don't even know where to start. So that's kind of where we're at right now. So it's entertaining. It's entertaining. But like I said, we're excited about it and trying to figure things out. The nice thing is that we've got a really great support system with our family and our friends, so it's not as overwhelming as it probably could be. Why does Flick love getting in the way? Oh my gosh. If it's not Flick, it's another villager. It's always something that happens where they are sitting in the way. Actually, what was really, really funny the other day, side note, I was clearing out some of the trees and the weeds in here, and Shino was sitting right here, just hanging out, sitting out on the tracks. I'm like, you do realize that's kind of dangerous, right? So it was entertaining. Oh, the little things in life. I made a road once. It was too stressful. They can be overwhelming. I can relate with that. Like I said, one of my suggestions for roads is to check out Horrible Gaming because she has some really, really great tutorials for checking her out. So one of the things that I want to do right here is have a fountain. So actually, before we put this code down too much further, let me pull out that fountain. So yeah, it took me a while to get the hang of roads, but I guess the biggest thing is like you have to decide how many spaces you want to use. That's the biggest trick and the biggest key, because you can have roads that are too wide or 2 spaces wide. You can have roads that are 3, or you can have 4 spaces. It really depends on how much room you want to give the road. And then I always say have an extra space buffer on either side as the sidewalk. So that would be my recommendation for roads, or at least that's something that I've always considered. Now if you have stuff in the way, that's fine, and people have to walk around that stuff, that's fine. But that's kind of my philosophy with those. But there's a lot of great tutorials out there, and one of my favorite ones, as I said, was Horrible Gaming, that she outlines how she does road construction. Yeah, if you guys couldn't tell, I'm doing this pastel theme right now. Just look at all the items that I've got. Oh, let's see. Recognize the code but can't remember the code number. Yes, I will try to post those. I will try to find those and post those at the this live stream description once the stream's ended, so that way you guys can have them if you want to use them for yours. Vouch for Katie's code hunting being a big project. Yeah. What can I say? Like I said, I'm very code picky. I don't know if it's because of the fact that I'm just... Actually, I blame my days from painting. So when I was in college, one of my jobs was painting dorm rooms, which isn't as glamorous as it sounds. Trust me. Anyway, so I would have this eye for matching colors and codes and things like that, and it would be helpful and a pain in the butt at the same time. So it's definitely a challenge for me when it comes to doing code hunting and things like that. So it's super fun, but yet super challenging. So I definitely, when I enlist Matilda's help with that, definitely challenge her. So I don't know if she likes it or not, but she's a great resource for code hunting. Let's see. Made a road once. Oh yes, I read that one. Send you a private message for you to read the message later. Code creation is true work of art. That is, yes. Admire all the wonderful creators who have made codes for us. They are invaluable. 100%. You have no idea how many times I've wanted to come in and create or make something, and I would attempt it and fail miserably. So those of you who make codes, those of you who man, where is this item? I thought I had it. Those of you who make the code, your own codes and things like that, remarkable. So you will always have, like, there it is. You will always inspire and leave me in awe. So, all right, I think I found it. There's just something about this fountain compared to the one with all the seals and stuff like that I like this one a little bit more. Maybe it's the symmetrical portion of it, but it's one of my personal faves. Okay, hang on. There was something I was gonna do. Oh, okay. I had a general idea of how I wanted to decorate this and how I wanted to do this whole entire area. So we'll see if my vision works the way that I thought it was going to work. But yeah, I just mostly want this area to be kind of an open area with lots of sitting, some plant life in here, so I'm gonna go grab some bushes and things to kind of frame out the fountain here. So I will grab those here in a second, but I just want to kind of put this down. That's not gonna match up exactly the way I want it to, but that's okay. It'll be a challenge. It'll be okay. Another thing that I have to force myself to do is realize that things aren't always going to line up exactly the way that I want them to, and that is okay. That is a-okay. They always love getting in the way when you're decorating. Amen. It's sometimes really comical though when they get in the way. Like when Shino was sitting over on the train tracks, that was really comical to me. And then what was the other one? I was trying to remove a bunch of what was it? Waterscaping. There we go. I was trying to do a bunch of waterscaping, and one of the other villagers decided this was going to be a great spot to do some fishing. Like, yeah, I just had the fish right there, didn't you? Thanks for that. Really appreciate that. Okay, so this was my vision, was having... Would I have it? Hang on. We'll try this. I'm gonna try this out, because you know what I envision and what I actually do are two different things. So over here, like my little hybrid flower garden going on here, guys. Which leaf pattern do I want? We'll do the holly. For how long am I planning to stream? I'm gonna try to make my normal 2 hours, but it's kind of up to Little Bean, to determine if I do the full 2 hours. I'm at least gonna do the hour, and then after that it'll kind of be Bean's decision for how long I stay. So I'd like to at least get to an hour and a half, if at all possible. But again, so it's quarter to 10 or quarter to 11 now, and doctors, you know, recommend that I eat every couple of hours. So we'll see how Bean. He's in charge already. He's not even here and he's in charge. So, they always love getting in the way. Yes. Oh, the train tracks I didn't see. Yes. So this one was also another code that it took me a while to find, because I not only wanted something that worked well with the theme and was very bright and colorful, but also kind of soft as well, because I didn't want it to overpower anything else. I like things to kind of work really well together. And I also needed to find something that had curves. So if I pull up this code, again, I will try to pull it up, but actually if you did Kidcore Train and pull that up through the search, it'll pull up this one actually, and then you get the MA code from there for all these. But I also wanted the curves as well, because, you know, train tracks don't go straight. They try to, but they don't. so yeah. When do you normally stream, Katie? Hopefully you're spelling my name right. So like I said, my username, there we go, I was blanking on that one. My username is Creative Katie, and Katie is how my stream or my name goes. So yeah. Let's see. Just trying to catch up in the chat here real quick. Can't be bothered making codes, just use lovely apps. Yes. So in Pinterest, I actually have a pin board for every single theme that I want to do. So that's always fun to do, actually. That's probably where I get the most fun, is finding those. Oh, I could see like hibiscus. I thought they were hollow for some reason. That's where I find a lot of my codes and my inspiration is through Pinterest. I need to go eat dinner before I get hangry, but I'll pop in back afterwards. Oh, I love that you were here, Matilda. Thank you so much. Hopefully we're still back when you come back. But yes, go eat, girl. Definitely take care of yourself. Hello, Cody. Thank you so much for joining us today. Really appreciate it. Using dark color partitions for my autumn island at the moment. Have too many, I can't use them all. That's a good problem to have, actually. That is a really good problem to have. I like to make sure that I have too many of something instead of too few of something. It kind of does drive me a little bit crazy that I don't have as much items that I normally do, but you know, that's okay. I'll make do. We'll get it all figured out. But it's still a good problem to have, so that's good. So I just wanted to, like I said, have this kind of gardeny area for this entrance that's just very, very cozy, easy place for you to kind of sit and wait if you're waiting for somebody to come and pick you up from something, or before you go explore, things like that. So it's not going to be completely symmetrical, but you know, that's okay. That is okay. Again, trying to be outside my comfort zone here where things aren't going to be symmetrical. That's going to be a big challenge for me, but it's fine. Guys, it's fine. I'll live. I promise I'll live. And actually... no, I got an idea. Maybe. Plus, I also like to make sure that there's a lot of room for people to walk around, because, you know, every once in a while those villagers just like to block the path, and they don't exactly know how to stay to one side of the path versus the other. Hello, Bella. So glad that you are here. Hello, hello. Hello, Lamanda. So excited that you're here as well. Oh my goodness. And hope I'm doing well. I am doing well. I'm doing very well. Thank you so much for asking. I have a little bit of narrow walkway right here, but that's okay. We'll be okay with that. I have a board on Pinterest for my Elegant Core Island Magnolia. Yes, Pinterest is a useful tool for kind of figuring out themes, figuring out ideas, figuring out builds. So it's definitely my go-to location for just starting out on an island and trying to figure out what I want to do. So if you guys are just jumping on the stream, we're just kind of working, just cozy working on building this entryway for my island. I am doing a, oh my goodness, talking and doing at the same time are a challenge for me today. I am doing a food core island slash sweet core island. So it's going to have a lot of sweet themes to it. So pastries, snacks, candy, things like that. Whoop, not what I wanted. Wrong one. And I want it to be very soft and pastel-y and cozy. So that's what I'm working on today. How will I get into my residential services? I'll show you that here in a second. Hang on a second. Let me lay down this code and then I will show you. So normally what I've done in the past is you come across this way, that's how you get in. But I actually decided I wanted to have some side access over here. So there'll be some nice little decorated street right here, and then this will also have an access point. There'll be a road, kind of like where I'm running up and down right here. There'll be a nice little road here that will start kind of more of the outreach portion of the island. So there's a side entrance on this side, and then there is one on this side as well. And then I kind of used residential services as the train station. So this is open because this will be where you would come to board the train and go explore the rest of the island. So I'm calling it my treat train. I thought that was a really cute name. And I'll have for probably this one places for residents to come or visitors to come and sit on it. But if you see the train in other locations, it'll be carrying treats. So that's kind of my thought process with that one. The island looks great so far. Oh, thank you so much. It's still in the early development, but I have a lot of great ideas and a lot of great plans. One of the things that I would like to do is create a frosting factory. I have not seen anybody create something like that, which is going to be really entertaining to do because anytime that I've looked up factories, they've been very rustic or run down. And I don't want this one to be rustic or run down. I just want it to be bright and colorful and fun kind of thing. So it'll be interesting on how it all kind of comes to play. But a lot of what I'm doing is very cozy as far as vibes go. So just want something soft and fun. So let's see. Love the little sprinkle path too. It's very cute. Yes. So this one this is going to tie into the frosting factory. I would love to make the river frosting. I have ideas, and I'm hoping to incorporate them here soon. I do have a Dunkin' Donuts. I have a plan for that as well. And then I have this code here for windows and for apartments that I'd like to have. Might grab an extra set for like a softer brown, but I haven't found that yet. So that's the plan there. And then this was a leftover code from another train track that I was trying out, but decided to go with a smaller train track, like a one spot instead of a 2-spotter. So yeah, that's the plan. I need to figure out what other things. I will have some barns, and then I have stuff for a gingerbread house too. So there's plans, guys. There's plans. Shared this stream on my community page for my followers to come and watch if they want. Oh, thank you so much, Holly. I really appreciate that, and I really appreciate the support. So thank you so much, guys. I love the support, and I love the shout outs, and definitely am going to shout out your guys' channel. So guys, check out Holly's channel as well. Check out Melissa's channel. Another 2 that I recommend is Horrible Gaming and Crossing. Peppy actually has a lot of really cool fake building builds. Is that what we're officially calling them? But she had this really cute one for Dunkin' Donuts that I'm going to use for inspiration for my Dunkin' Donuts, and I am super excited about it, so I can't wait to start that build. Can I give you a suggestion maybe for the train track? As the ending, use the cave item to make it look as if the train is coming through. I actually... You are reading my mind there, Holly. You are reading my mind. I am planning on using the cave a couple times, and I'm also planning on using, oh, what are they? Oh shoot, I'm blanking on it, but some other ideas as well that I've seen for some other islands for the train and going into tunnels and stuff like that, because obviously when trains are traveling through towns or through cities and things like that, they're not always visible, so definitely going to have some places where they potentially go underground. So you're reading my mind. I don't know if I want to do a different color for the bench, but we're going to start off with this, the whites and stuff like that, just to kind of see how that all plays out for now. Oh, I love the cute bow cookie. It's so adorable. Never seen a train at residences. Services like that. It's an adorable idea. Oh, thank you so much. I've seen a couple of, so when I was trying to figure out how to do the train and the train station, I did just a generic YouTube search for it and had some really awesome builds show up where they did use residential services and where they've also created the entrance as kind of the train station, which was actually really, really cool idea. I thought about doing that myself, but then I felt like the train tracks would have been too close to the front and wouldn't necessarily match up with my ideas on where I wanted the train tracks to go throughout the island. So, but definitely look those up. There's a lot of great speed builds out there for train stations and train tracks too. Some of them are more intricate with the designs for the islands that those creators did. Some of them are actually not as intricate. It really depends on the creator. I do like those there, I just don't know how I want them to be spaced. Trying to line myself up. some flowers. So I think maybe that's what I might be missing, or some trees. Actually. Up there. So we'll see how much this decides to like me today. Kind of go from there. I find that typically when I do builds for more city, I end up going with a lot of the cedar trees. You guys find that you tend to use certain trees more than others? Let me know in the comments. But I'm trying to do better about not doing just cedar trees. I don't know what it is, but I really like the look of the cedar trees versus the other ones, versus just the regular trees. I suppose if I'm going to move some trees around, I might need some, you know, apples, fruits, things like that. So you found the fence item. That's good. Yes. Oh my gosh. So, this past week has been really interesting as far as finding items. I have been to several treasure islands, and I don't know how many I went to before I finally found the fence item, which is, let me show you what that is if you're not familiar. That is this item right here. Took me forever to find this. And then the other item that I struggled to find was this wide display case. Oh my goodness. I don't know what it was, but I found more castle items than I could find those items. And it's just, I don't know if like those treasure islands just forgot about those items or what the case might have been, but finding them was like trying to find a needle in the haystack. Oh my goodness. And one treasure island that I used to go to a lot of times hasn't been active in a while, so I'm not sure what happened with them, if they just decided that they didn't want to do it anymore or they just didn't have the support that they needed anymore. But yeah, they hadn't been active in a while, so I started looking at some other ones, and I just kind of do some free ones. And again, trying to find them was crazy, just super crazy. I want to pick up the branch. I'll do these, and then we'll go grab some regular hardwoods. I'm going to use the train track access to get across the water. Ooh, hang on. Do we do stunted ones? That's actually not a bad idea. Usually what I do for my trees, for my hardwoods and stuff, is that I clear out everything and then I just start using the money trees, because the money trees just turn into hardwood trees anyway. And it's a great investment program. And then on top of that, like you can get the different stages if you aren't needing the money, but then also they just grow like crazy. I need to go grab live apples already, so we're good there. Let's see, for my last 2 build videos, I might do them as longer videos, like an hour special video for the end of my island as I'm doing all the villagers and then the shopping district. Ooh, that'd be good. That would definitely be good for your build, for your, So then would you do, so what you're saying is you would do the shopping district and all the villager builds at one time and just kind of do it as kind of like an all free for all, or would you jump and edit then. Just to kind of understand what you're thinking. Sprinkle frosting river. Love the idea. I don't know where I came up with it, but it was just one of those things as I was trying to think of like what I wanted to build on the island. It just popped in my head, and I have this really cool vision for it too, so I'm hoping it turns out the way that I'm thinking it'll turn out. Crossing my fingers that it does. I know I've got a lot of bushes coming in, but that's okay. And I want to do set this down for the fencing here. I'm trying to also do better about using a lot of the in-code games or the in-game codes as well with these builds, just to kind of give them just kind of their, I don't want to say like recognition, but just to kind of use them a little bit more, especially under plants or under fencing and things like that. Because technically, if you put a fence down, you're not always going to have the grass underneath it. Let's see. Depends on the island theme as far as the trees that you use. Yeah, that would agree. I would agree with that too. But I find that when I usually do a winter theme, a lot of the times I end up using the cedar trees a little bit more. Welcome back, Matilda! Eating lots of fruits for energy is tedious. Nowadays I cook and eat the fruits that give you 5 energy at a time. Yes, I am actually enjoying eating fruits a little bit more now that Bean has come into the picture. Before, trying to get fruits and vegetables was a little bit of a chore, but now I'm realizing that, you know, eating the fruits and vegetables are actually starting to taste really, really good for me. So, definitely trying to do that more. I do actually drink, it's this V8, try to bring it over, this V8 energy, and it's something that's sold here in the US, and what they do is they try to put in a serving of fruits and a serving of vegetables, and then they add in some natural energy levels. So I think in this one they have, yes, so steady energy from black and green tea. They try to mix in more natural stuff. I mean, obviously there's going to be some sugar and things like that, but that's kind of like my kickstart for the day, is these V8 energies, because it not only gives me like 1 serving of fruits and vegetables, but it also gives me my caffeine intake, which, depending on your doctor, they'll either tell you you have to keep under a certain amount of caffeine, or they'll tell you, you know, try to limit down to like 1 caffeinated drink a day, and this is my caffeinated drink, plus it's just kind of a good intake for a lot of things too, so. Let's see. Actually, for this one, let's do the other. And we actually need to put so if you don't know how to do stunted trees, this is how you do it. You find the level or the size that you want, and then you need to plant a piece of fruit around it. So it needs to be within one of these spaces around it in order for it to stunt the growth and not cause the tree to grow anymore. And we'll actually put a bush right here, so that way you can't see this. And then I think we'll do this as kind of like a little flower garden a little bit, and bring in some color to this area, and then use another fencing item right here just to kind of block things off. And then I think we might do something right here as well. So let's see. Would that be fun to do a special video for the last two builds. What I mean by special video, I mean like in TV shows where they do those 1 hour specials, might do something like that. I mean, go for it. Definitely. If you, the thing is like, you want to do it because you're enjoying doing it, and I think that every once in a while, if you toss things up, I think that would be a great idea. So go for it. And I would love to see the end result of it. So please share it with me when you do that. Love the path you're using. Compliment the area so well. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, like I said, I'm trying to do soft cozy. I know it's not going to be as easy to do with the road code because I'm very limited on that. I've noticed that when I was looking at road codes, it would be either one of two things. It would either be very strong in the gray tones, or it would almost be too bright, like too vibrant of a color for what I'm trying to do, because I'm trying to do like soft colors. And so it took me a while, and then of course the road code that I'm doing right now is going to be a little bit softer, or it's going to be more focused on the, oh, what's the word that I'm looking for? More focused on the fact that it's got snow on it than anything else. Because I definitely wanted to bring the snow element in it, because we're in the middle of winter, guys. So, actually, again, use this to show off some flowers. Cedar trees are really pretty from winter themes. Yes. I just don't know. Like, it fits so well. Alright, so let's bring in a little bit of color here with these flowers. We're gonna grab some of these mums here. And the other one that I really want to do, so I have to save these blue ones right here for another build that I'm doing, but I think, yes, I did grab some of these. I love these flowers so much. So we'll do, where do I want? I just kind of pulled a bunch of flowers from, that were like the blues, the pinks, things like that. I just pulled a bunch of them because I wasn't really sure which one I wanted to do and use. And I think, so typically what I do is I kind of avoid the tulips and the roses because they're very, very strong in their color. But I'm definitely going to try to incorporate them as much as I possibly can. Let's see. I'm going to pull in this other fencing. So yes, for trees, go to hardwoods in 9 times out of 10. They're my go-to for sure. I mean, when I'm doing spring and summer and then also fall, hardwoods are typically my go-to. And I think the reason why is because of the vibrance of the colors and the fact that they change throughout those seasons. Like, it's kind of like a softer green for spring, and then it's a very vibrant green for summer, and then you start getting in the fall colors. So that's typically what I do with those. But then, like, for some reason, winter, cedars, always cedars. Maybe it's the green, because like you start off with a darker green at the bottom, and then as you go up, it's a softer, whiter green. So maybe that's the reason. I don't know. I'll have to analyze it sometime. Try to figure it out. Always forget to stunt the trees. I know, I do too, and that was one of the things that I forgot to do for Salem, because I was like, oh, you know, the depth of the trees and all that stuff. Like, I was thinking about that, and then I forgot to do it. I was like, well, I'm not going back. Too far invested, too far gone. Can't do it. never know how to stunt trees. Now I know, might use that on your Christmas stunt. Yeah, so all you have to do for stunting tree growth is just, like I said, put a piece of fruit. It can be an apple, pear, whichever one you want to do, but you put it right next to it. So this box around your tree, just plant it right then and there, and you can stunt it at any level. So I've seen people that have stunted them at this very low, this first level, just by putting another piece of fruit right next to it, and then they use that as kind of like a farm, or so like crops growing on a farm. I've also seen people that stunt them at this level, which I'm thinking about doing for a couple of builds for my perspective portion of this build as well, because that can also give you an idea of depth. Because when you go walk through like a forest or anything like that, trees are always at different sizes and at different ages. And so by having that those stunted trees, that helps give you depth and give you a different perspective for that build as well. So yeah, that's how you do it. And of course, actually, I have learned this as well. So this is another trick, that if you're trying to build tree, or you're trying to grow trees to certain heights and certain ages and things like that, if they're blocked, kind of like these guys are, you notice I planted this row here all at the same time. And if they're blocked, sometimes they won't grow properly. Very similar to when you have acorns that drop in a forest and their sun is blocked. Well, this is the same exact thing, where these don't always grow, so you might have to move them to a different location. The nice thing too is, like, if you have the smaller trees, you can just use a shovel and not use fruit to move them, so that's another nice thing as well. Hello Kathy, welcome to the stream. I'm so excited you're here today. Okay, so now that we've kind of got a general idea of what the entrance is going to be, let's start filling it in. So I'm actually going to push this one block over. I have another idea here. I'm going to see if it works, and then we will go from there. Just got 4 stars for the first time on any of my islands. So happy. Oh, congrats! That's awesome. And as you add more things and as you build more things to your island, your rating will definitely continue to increase. So congrats on that. That's super exciting news. Oh, where'd it go? There we go. Pull some of these. So another fun little trick, and I'm going to credit this one to Matilda, so you better be paying attention, Matilda, is if you take these sauna heaters and you turn them so that way the box area is facing the back, they look like filled up trash cans. So if you're looking at building a park or something like that and you're not sure like how to fill the space, that's a great way to do it. I'll try this. I'm just kind of playing things a little bit by ear here, seeing how I want some of this to be built. Do I not have any more of them? Let's see. I may not have any more of those items. Dang. Okay. We'll do this just for look then. See how it turns out. So we'll get some, I want to do some partitions, but I want to see how this will look. I'm just doing this for ideas. Oh, I got some more there. I didn't realize I pulled all of them out of my storage unit. Perfect. Still need to go to Treasure Islands to grab some flowers. Yeah, that's one thing that I always forget to do when I go look for items and things like that, is to go and build some or get some Treasure Island stuff. Or not treasure, oh my goodness, to get flowers. Don't mind me. That's actually not bad. Because I like that these trees are here and they add to this space a little bit and give it a little bit of depth. But I'm not sure how I feel about the partitions in the So let me see if it grows on me or if I think I need to do something different. I find that one of the easiest things to do is if I'm not sure about a build that I just did, or I'm not sure about some of the items that I've used. Oh no, if I do that, then I can't walk through there. Shoot. Is if I just kind of leave it for a minute, and if I come back and I still like it, then I typically leave it. I have to do that then. Or hold on. This is probably my favorite part of decorating, is just playing around with everything and figuring out where everything is going to lay. So then if I do that, then that kind of frames this area. And I'm still not sure if I'm going to do this setting in at night, or if I'm going to do it during the day yet. But I like to have those options available. And then let's see if I do, again, trying to give it some depth here. Push. There we go. And then here's that sauna heater. You place it backwards, it looks like a little trash can. I feel like I need to have it out a little bit more. Do I like that? I'm not sure yet. Again, sometimes if you're not sure about something, just kind of let it sit for a second and see if it grows on you or not. If it doesn't, then you know it wasn't meant to be. Trying to make it a little bit... Okay, there we go. Trying to make it a little bit symmetrical here. Let's see if that... You know, actually those partition walls are kind of growing on me in between the trees there. But maybe I should look at doing a different color. I'll have to experiment with that at some point soon, because maybe that's what's bugging me about it. Like, I like the height of it, but maybe... Or, hang on. What if... I don't know if I have enough to do this. Squeezy thingy. Let's see. No, I think I like it the other way. So like this original way. Because if I have it on either side like this, it's going to bug me that there's not one in front or behind it. So yeah, I think I'll go back the other way. That's matched up with that one. How do you get 5 stars, do you know? I mean, I don't think there's really set ways to do it. It's all based upon a point system for Animal Crossing. So if you have to have like so many items down. I want to say that there's a tutorial about it somewhere. At least a tutorial on how to get to 3 stars. I don't know about 5 stars specifically, but every item, every tree, every plant is based upon a point system. And you have to have so many points in order to obtain certain ratings. So 4 star is so many points, 5 star is so many points, and things like that. So the more you fill out your island and the less dropped items you have, that will impact your point system. And so I don't remember the exact number, so to speak, but after you get to like a certain number of points, that's when you get to there. I typically end up achieving 5 star when I do a complete island, but after I get to 3, I typically, the rating at that point is not something that I focus on. I focus on building the island itself and getting it to the point where I want to share it with the community, kind of thing. So I just don't, like I said, I don't remember the values of every single one off the top of my head. So, but yeah, that's typically how you achieve different ratings. You can take Isabel's advice as far as what you can do to get more ratings or expand that point system, but it really depends on what you currently have on your island. Interest is coming along together beautifully. Great. Aw, thank you guys. Matilda, Melissa, thank you so much. This, like I said, this was a vision that I had in my head, and it's kind of a combination of several entrance speed builds that I've been watching, because I wanted something that was kind of like a little bit of a walkway park, but yet at the same time just open, inviting, and not overwhelming at the same time. So just something simple. And then the rest of the island is gonna be crazy decorated and intense. At least that's the goal. Alright, so I'm going to try to do the sides here. We're going to experiment on this one a little bit too, because I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do this portion of it just yet, but you know, we'll have fun with it. And actually, I think I'm going to do... brainstorming here, guys. In a second. Yes, I'm going to do it. I was thinking about whether I wanted to do a stunted tree there or not. Sadly, I don't have any cedar trees that are stunted, but I'm also trying to be better about intermixing the different types of trees as well. Get something out, because I don't think I have enough. Or do I? Oh, I did have enough. Wow, okay. Anyways, we're gonna do this level, because I typically try to save the lower, so like this stage, so this would be stage 1 for tree stunt, this is stage 2, this is stage 3, 4, and then the final one being this big one, 5. And if you're not sure about how that is determined, it's based upon the age. So I planted these trees roughly about 4 days ago. Some of them are stunted down just because of where they have access and things like that. But like this is where all of them should be, this stage 4, but they all kind of grew at their own weird rate. So if you're not sure how many days you should let go by, that's where you're going to know is stage 4 means it's 4 days old. And then 5 means it's 5+ days old. Using Boise Crossing videos to help me as I can't visualize on my own brain. So I have to use videos to help me with layout and spacing. I do that a lot for inspiration. So I think I probably watched about oh, I want to say maybe 5 or 6 videos on entrance builds. And when I had seen enough, I started kind of visualizing my own ideas or how I would make it a little bit different, because one of the challenges that I always try to push myself with is not to try to create exactly what I saw in the videos, but to do my own intake on it. And so that's really what I really push myself to do with those inspirational videos. But I mean, hey, if you want to do exactly what is built, like let's say you find something, and I've done this before too, where Nora's videos really inspired me and I really loved the area that she did, and she's like, hey, feel free to use what I'm using. She has no problem with it, and so if it matches with what you're trying to do, go for it. Actually, we're gonna do this. Put this down. Wrong one. That's Nora's trick with the, oh, is that really Nora's trick with the sauna? That's where you got it from, Matilda? Well, hey, you're the one who told me, so you're getting the credit. So accept it. Actually, we'll continue this on this side. Has to do with island scores. Yes, so it has to do with island scores around flowers, trees, items. You also get points for bridges and inclines. Yes. So again, point system determines a lot of it. It's impacting my thought process here. Now we'll do a little bush here. How about that? And I'm trying to do better about intermixing the bushes that I use as well based upon the leaf. I know I only have 3 types right now, but I'll get some more. Going to head out, but thanks for the stream, Katesy. So glad I was able to catch a live stream for the first time. Oh, thanks, Caroline, so much for joining us. I'm sorry I didn't get to say goodbye right when you left, but again, thank you so much for joining us. I was glad you're able to hop on for a little bit. You have a wonderful rest of your day and keep on being inspirational. Let's see. Don't have the exact science behind it because I never care about it. I'm kind of with you there, Matilda. Once I get to 3 stars, I'm just kind of like, alright, what do we need to do to build this island the way that I want it to be built? That's kind of where my thought process is. But hey, if you want to push yourself to get 5 stars, definitely do it. I highly encourage it. That's the fun thing about these islands, is that you have the flexibility to do what you want to do, and you know, if you have fun with it. So voting to set the DA in the daylight so all the cute colors come out. That's part of what I'm leaning, that's a little bit of what I'm leaning towards as well. I do like the nighttime though. Maybe it's because of Salem, because of the fact that I just got done building that. But you know, I like the twinkling lights too, so it's kind of a toss-up. If you have built the first cliff, can you put buildings on the second cliff, or is it the third? You can't build anything on the 4th cliff. So there used to be a cheat that you could do to get to a 4th cliff, but it's the 4th cliff that you can't get. So right now we're technically on level 1 for building. So let me pull up the map here. The lighter green area is level 2, and then there's another level above that that is level 3, and you can build up to level 3. If you create any cliffs beyond that, so level 4, that is where you can't get on top of there to build. There used to be a glitch, I don't know if they fixed it or not, that would allow you to get up there and build, but you'd be very limited on what you could build on that level. So as far as I knew, you couldn't do trees on level 4, if I remember correctly, but I could be wrong. I never went beyond level 3 personally. So if I did, it was just a very basic level 4, and I ended up covering it up with something just to kind of give depth a little bit. So just to kind of give you an idea there. Love the organized trees and flower area for building. Yes, I do too. Then again, Matilda, you are, or no, Melissa. Sorry, I thought Matilda mentioned that. Yes, the organized tree and flower building, that's something that I kind of sometimes struggle with, because like I said before, is I'm very much into nature core. That's something that comes very easily for me. I like the depth of everything. Doing city core, rural core, town core, things like that is a challenge for me. Matilda is actually really good about doing the structured gardens and the structured look with everything too, so she's definitely inspirational when it comes to that, as well as, like I said, Nora does a really beautiful job of that too. Okay, so I'm gonna build this out just a little bit here. And then we'll see where we're at for time. You know, Cookie, you're not exactly making this easy right now. What we'll do... Let's do this, actually. Do I want to switch it over here? Alright, we're experimenting. Yeah. Help if I click on the right code here. Also afraid to say it, but can we just appreciate the lack of tech issues for this stream? Matilda, you're gonna jinx it. Those aliens are gonna come back, I swear. You just jinxed it. Oh my gosh, so little bit of history lesson here. Back when I was starting out streaming and starting to figure out how this whole process works and stuff like that, I was having some really difficult time with the audio, and everybody's imagination on the stream just went wild, and I mean wild, and it was fantastic to witness, because everybody was saying that I was being abducted by aliens, or that they were taking over the sound because they didn't like what I was saying. So it was it was so entertaining, so fun. I think that was probably one of my favorite streams because of just how fun and crazy everything got, and it was great. It was so great. Yes, agree with me. Oh my gosh. How many bridges and inclines can we have? Is it, if you get the extended license, is it 10 and 10, I think? Because I think it used to be 8 and 8. But I think if you get the extended license, which is something you purchase through the Nooks Miles programs that that you can get 10 of each, I believe. We can fight off those meatballs easily. Oh, yes, for sure. For sure. Like I said, that was a really entertaining stream. I mean, I'll admit I was very frustrated because I couldn't get my audio to work right, but that commentary was just fantastic. You guys were awesome with it. It really took the stress out of it. Don't worry, these houses will be moved. They just happen to be where I placed them while waiting for 3 stars, so I'm just kind of getting an outline here of what I want to have happen. But yes, that was a very, very entertaining stream. Actually, I think what I'm gonna do is cut off that over here so it's a little bit different transition here. Like I said, Cookie, you're not exactly making this build easily. Don't forget to drink your drink, you know. Thank you, Holly. Thank you. Really appreciate you. You had a stomach ache for laughing for days on that. My stomach actually did hurt after that stream. I was laughing way too hard. Oh, that was a great stream. That really was. Totally great. I'm trying to remember which one that was now. I think it was when when I was trying to build Hobbiton, right? Was that Hobbiton? I don't remember. No. All right, you're gonna be challenging, then fine. I'll win. I'll win paths and codes. Do my traditional way of doing things. Typically when I do have to switch between the various codes that I'm doing, I end up just doing it that way. Alright. Yeah, I believe it was Hobbiton because that's where you first started. Yes, that was when I really first started streaming. That is true. And I wanted to do streams for Salem, and I started to, but again, that's when I was entering into first trimester, so it was very, very difficult to do that while I was not feeling the greatest, so. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish kind of laying this code down, and just to kind of give you guys an idea of like what my thought process is for this spot. And then I'm gonna try to mirror it on the other side as well. I don't know if we'll have time to do that today because we're coming up on 2 hours of streaming now, and I know that there's some other streamers who are going to be starting here very, very soon, and I definitely would encourage everyone to go check them out. But might actually do a diagonal road this way. I don't know. We'll see how that all works. But anyway, I'm gonna fill in this real quick. This is filling in is the most time consuming thing for these streams. It's like I want to show you the whole decorating process, but this is part of the decorating process, unfortunately. I'm gonna bump it up to here. I'll do kind of like this another little fencing area right here, just so that way it's not immediately going into residential services. There's a little fence, but there'll be a thing here, and then might do a diagonal portion of the road here, and then it'll continue on backwards, back towards the rest of the island. The other thing that I would like to do, and I'm contemplating this, I don't know if I'll have enough room for it or not, but it would be kind of nice to have a walking bridge over a highway. That would be kind of nice. And then I do want to attempt a kind of cul-de-sac type build as well. So, and maybe that's what I do on this side of the island, is I do kind of a cul-de-sac area, and there would be three homes that would be specifically in that area. So I don't know, we'll see. This is actually probably one of the first islands that I don't have a set plan. I know the builds that I want to do. Typically what I've done in the past is I've kind of mapped it all out, but this is the first one where I don't actually have a legit plan on what I'm going to do. So we're going to play it all by ear and have fun with it and just really enjoy the process. And I hope as we're enjoying this process and as you guys are seeing what I'm doing and things like that, I hope you guys get that inspiration that you need for your own builds as well. Because sometimes it's easy to have that structure, but then you get to building and then it turns out not to work. Well, for this one, I know what I want to build and I want to make it work as much as I possibly can. So my focus is to make it work as much as I possibly can on this island and be very, very flexible with stuff. So that's my goal. We'll see how well my goal goes. Which, if you ask Matilda, is not how I do things. So this is going to be a really interesting process. So yes, we'll do a couple more minutes here and then probably we'll switch it. I know Melissa is doing a live stream, I believe, starting at noon. So I definitely recommend going and checking her out. She's doing, I think she's doing a fashion design game first, and then she's going to switch over, I think, at 1:30 to Animal Crossing. I think she's trying out a new game. So what we'll do is I'll set up a raid, so if you guys want to go pop over and say hello, I definitely encourage you guys to go do that. And then if you're not, I mean, not everybody's interested in the fashion type games. I mean, it's not necessarily something that I enjoy, but I will definitely pop over, say hello, and then try to be back in time for her Animal Crossing one at 1:30. And that's 1:30 my time. I'm not sure what her time is, so I definitely recommend everybody go say hello at least. And actually, yes, we're gonna do a diagonal. Let's do that. Just to kind of show you how this whole process works, if you're not familiar with how the diagonals work. You're welcome, Melissa. Like I said, I don't know if I'll be able to stay for your entire stream today. My sister-in-law and I are actually going to work on registry items, so I'll definitely try to at least pop over and say hello, so that way showing my support and my love for your channel, because your channel is definitely awesome. But yes, definitely recommend that everyone go check out, like, and subscribe her channel. This is Casey's 3-step process. Set up goals, make some of them, but a lot goes bye-bye. Have her island turn out anyway. That is 100% my process. Like, so whenever I'm brainstorming ideas, Matilda and I will just kind of sit there and we'll talk it out kind of thing. And it's so entertaining because I will tell her, oh, I've got this plan, and I'm pretty sure in the back of her mind, she's like, and that's gonna go bye-bye, and that's gonna go bye-bye, and that's gonna go bye-bye. So, she's like, all right, let's see if that actually gets put into the island creation here. It's typically, I think that's typically how it goes, and it's super entertaining. I wish there was a faster way to like lay down these codes, you know? Because like I want to show you the whole decorating process that I go through as well. Here, let me do at least this real quick. So for my particular road, it's going to be a 4 wide. So I'll show you how that structure works. And let's see. Actually, I'm going to do this one because they're going to have requesting that people stop for the train. Because you know, the train is a main source of how people get anywhere. Except it might not work the way I thought it was. Oh, there we go. And then, now depending on if we're going to have enough room or not, but I try to typically have 2 sidewalk spaces on either side of the road. Partly because of the up space that I want for... Where's this code? Did I not grab it? Shoot, I'm gonna have to go find it. Regular filler space for... So this one. Yes, it'll work for now. I have to go back and find that regular filler space. I thought I had that filler space code, but I do not. But anyway, so yeah, I typically try to have 2 block spaces on either side of the road just for builds and things like that. I didn't do it for this side because of the fact that, and I might actually move this over 1 space just because of the fact that we already have this sidewalk here, and we also have an entrance point up here to the road as well. So I might move that over. So for the next stream, that might be changed, but I am going to do this because I was excited to find this, and it's like this pink color for the crosswalk. And let's see, the crosswalk is here. 2 pieces. I have 2 on this side. And then just fill it in. So that's basic road filler structure 101. But yeah, that's typically how I try to do my roads. Now you can, like I said before, you can do 4 spaces wide, and that'll give you enough space to put in your cars and things like that. You can do 2 spaces wide, which would be like a one-way street, or you can do 3 spaces wide, and again, that could be a one-way street, or you can have the items in the middle here. I might actually do one, make it a 3 wide. We'll see. I'll do some experimenting off screen and then come back and let you guys know the direction that I decide to go. But there's definitely different ways you can build roads, and there's different ways that you can construct it. If you want to have your entire island to be a one-way, that's something you can do. If you want it to be 2-way, that's definitely something you can do. So, but yeah, we'll have this kind of mirror over here as well. So what you saw on the left side will be over here, and then this will eventually go to a bridge, and that will be another surprise and another build that I will share with you guys at another point. But that will lead to a bridge that will lead to another fun build that I wish to share with you at some point. So anyway, guys, we are coming up on 2 hours, so I really appreciate everyone coming to the stream. It means so much to me that you guys came, that you gave the support, and were so interactive on the chat. So thank you guys so much for doing that. But yeah, this is the entrance. I am actually really proud of how it turned out. I might fill it in with a couple other things as we go along. Maybe put some scattered papers around the trash cans, or I might fill it in with some other things. I might switch out the colors of the plant partitions. I'm not really sure yet. I feel like there's still a little bit missing in here, just kind of that filler stuff. But yeah, I'm, like I said, really proud with how everything. Anyway, at the beginning, don't mind coming in on the raid. For sure. So I'll try to set that up. It'll be my first time ever doing a raid, so I will try to get that figured out, Holly. So, but yes, again, guys, thank you so much for attending this live stream. I'm so happy to be back. I'm so happy to be doing this. These are always so much fun. You guys are absolutely amazing. This community is absolutely amazing. So, again, thank you guys. Melissa's raid is going to, or Melissa's stream is going to be starting here soon, so I'll try to set it up that if you want to go over, pop over and say hello, definitely encourage you guys to do that. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining us today. You guys are all incredible. But yeah, wherever you are in this incredible world, have a wonderful rest of your day. Keep on being inspirational, and until next time, guys, bye-bye.